Can you understand me?
Welcome to Paranormal Nightshift, your home for all things that go bump in the dark and your fan stories told here. Today's story comes from Calvin in Syracuse and is called It Knew My Name. My cousin and I were closer than brothers. Growing up, we just spent most of our summers right next to each other. In fact, most people at school thought we were brothers. But we spent our summers on the farm doing what farm kids do. We had chores to do, and after that, there wasn't a lot of adult supervision. About 14 or 15, my cousin became fascinated, almost obsessed with skinwalkers. It was his goal in life to find one. He was going to hunt one down. He was going to prove that these things really existed. It was all he would ever talk about. On the phone, at the dinner table, he would read books upon books about them. He read all sorts of things from Ed and Brian Warren. Anything about the occult, anything about paranormal, he was just fascinated with it. Like I said, we spent majority of the summer on his farm. And one night, we had finished everything, and he had a tent and a sleeping bag rolled up. He said, "Let's go camping tonight. I think I know where one is. I think I can finally find one." Now, I'm going to let you know, I had no intentions of wanting to find one. I did not share his love for all things that went bump in the night. In fact, they terrified me. But what was I supposed to do? Here I was, at midnight, in the middle of a cornfield, whistling. He had read that whistling attracts them. If you say their names out loud, it attracts them. Suddenly, throughout the corn, I started noticing it was moving. The cornfield's probably acres upon acres, but right in front of us, maybe 8, 9 feet, the stalks began to fall over. He grabbed my hand and took off running into the cornfield. "We've got one. I think we've finally got one. We're over here." "Look, man, stop. Stop. I'm scared. Okay? Is that what you want to hear me say? You got me. You got me scared. I don't want to play this paranormal game of hide and seek. You don't know what is coming after you." And he takes off running again, whistling and saying their name, loud as he possibly can, screaming at the top of his lungs, "Come get me, I'm over here. I'm over here, come get me." Great. Now I'm stuck in the middle of this cornfield. My cousin, I can see him running through the corn, but I have no direction. I have no idea where I'm at. All I have is the moonlight guiding me. I begin slowly working my way out of the cornfield, trying to find anything that I can that would lead me in the direction of back to the house. If he wants to go and contact stuff he has no idea, then let him do it. I don't want to play this game anymore. I start walking my way through the cornfield, but I still keep hearing the whistling. I'm waiting for him to jump out and get me. I grab a stick that I find on the ground. I'll give him something if he wants to jump scare me. I got something for him if he jump scares me. And I just keep walking, but I feel like I'm walking in circles, and I feel like I've been walking for hours. Keep hearing the whistling. "Over here." But now it seems like the whistling's coming from all angles. Behind me, in front of me, beside me, right on top of me. I keep hearing it. Where'd that one come from? It felt like it was right beside me. Now it's behind me. Where are you? I'm scared and I don't want to play this game anymore. Can we please just go? That's when I hear the most blood-curdling scream. It echoes in my head even today. I ran directly towards the scream, and there's my cousin. He's being picked up and held by something, shaken like a rag doll. The thing looks at me and says, "Hello, Calvin." It was tall and skinny. It had claw-like hands, a huge gaping hole as a mouth full of fangs. It was everything that he had described. It looked over at me and dropped my cousin, leaving him exactly where he was. My cousin was unconscious. He was hurt. I could tell that he was hurt. He was bleeding. The thing ran off into the corn, and I ran over to my cousin. My cousin laying there, bleeding, beaten and torn. He was barely conscious, and he said, "You have to go get help. I can't leave you here. If I leave you here, what if it comes back? It's not my turn anymore. It's yours. It knew your name." I ran to the barn and I woke up my aunt and uncle. They were furious. It took us an hour to find my cousin. He had to be taken out of the field via helicopter and into the hospital. He stayed in a coma for almost 3 months. They wanted to blame it on a wolf attack, but I know what I had seen. When he woke up, he knew what he had seen. Nobody believed us. Everything that had happened was bad enough. But now the more I read into these skinwalkers, the more I am absolutely terrified, because it knew my name. That's what gives them power. It knows my name. Dude, I love your story. Absolutely. True or not true, it doesn't really matter. These fun ghost stories, campfire stories, whatever you guys want to call them. I'm having such a great time telling these stories. If you have one, please send it in to Paranormal Nightshift. Also, we have sticker packs available up here in the link tree. Thank you guys for submitting your stories. Have a wonderful evening.